In life, it is very important to analyze life per se. It is very important to analyze your birth. It is very important to analyze the way your life is shaping ahead. And moreover, it is also important to analyze how what is happening after taking birth. If you see the lives of other people around you, your families, your friends, and in the world around generally, you will find that there is a lot to learn. Hence, one of the ways of learning is called the power of observation. Through power of observation itself, you can learn a lot. So, in this context, Lord Dattatreya, see, it's interesting. If you go anywhere in the world, everybody says that why are there so many gods and goddesses in Hinduism? Why are there so many festivals in Hinduism? Why are there so many celebrations in Hinduism? Hinduism, when you a person who's a Hindu, he's from the time he's born, there are celebrations, there are ceremonies, there are rituals. Nobody understands the meaning, and moreover, they're so confused because, particularly, why are there so many gods and goddesses? See, what we must understand is that since there are so many gods and goddesses, that doesn't make Hinduism a confused religion. In fact, Hinduism is one of the most powerful religions in this world. But we, as thinkers, we lack thinking to digest. We lack the power of observation. We lack the power of analysis, which is called manana. We lack reflection, manana. We have shravana. We listen to everything, but we don't want to convert that shravana into manana. So why would Hinduism or any religion create so much complication? It's not complicated. See, they want us to think, they want us to analyze and be benefited from. So, why Hinduism is, they have so many gods and goddesses is because they are trying to tell us, in short, because I'm answering a particular question of yours. In short, because I'm answering a particular thought of yours of the Dattatreya Jayanti. Hinduism has got many gods and goddesses because they have divinized every pursuit of a human being. They had divinized, they wanted human beings to divinize every action, every thought, every word, every feeling, every breath. They wanted that to be divine. So, therefore, wherever, and this can be connected. How can actions be connected to the world? Actions can be connected to the world by the medium of the mind. It is the mind which helps us connect to the world. So, wherever the mind went, they planted gods and goddesses. This is what I'm trying to tell you in brief. So, the mind went to money, they planted Lakshmi. The mind went to knowledge, they planted Saraswati. The mind went to power, they planted Hanuman. The mind went to righteousness, they planted Lord Rama. The mind went to an avatar of Krishna, a man who was aggressive, who worked in the interest of everyone. They planted Lord Shiva, Krishna. But Lord Krishna was not planted. Lord Krishna and Rama are historical characters. But they put meaning into that. You wanted success. If you want success, if you want power, if you want the perfect son, if you want the perfect karta, is Lord Ganesha. So similarly, Dattatreya, in the Hindu deity Dattatreya, it symbolizes Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. As you also know, it's also called Trimurti. Trimurti means a one form with three heads. Now, Brahma refers to creation. So, Lord Dattatreya's first face is Lord Brahma. Creation is auspicious. See, firstly, you must understand there is no creation. Therefore, there are not many temples of Dattatreya. There's not many temples of Brahma. There are probably many temples of Dattatreya, but not many temples of Brahma. Because there are a lot of temples of Vishnu. You find the Vaishnavites and the Shaivites. The Vaishnavites are the ones who worship Vishnu. The Shaivites are the ones who worship Lord Shiva. But there are not many temples of Lord Brahma. Why is that? Because, see, creation in Vedanta, Vedanta doesn't give any value for creation. Because if Vedanta says if you give value for creation of the waking world, then you must give as much value as the dream world. See, Vikram, in the Mandukya Upanishad, he talks only about two states. He talks about Sushupti, which is deep sleep, and he talks about the dream state, Jagrut. Swapna. He doesn't talk about Jagrut. He doesn't talk about the waking state. He talks about Sushupti, which is deep sleep, and Swapna, which is dream state. Because what they are trying to tell us, if you believe that the dream state is an illusion, which is Swapnalok, there is no reason for you to believe that the waking state is any more real. Hence, they don't give value for creation because actually nothing is created. But since this view see, others see this fantastic world, the waker sees this fantastic world which is created, they have put Brahma as a Lord of Creator. And he is married to Saraswati, which is knowledge. So the knowledge, Brahma the creator has to be married to knowledge. Because unless you have knowledge of creation, you cannot create. So since God is the ultimate Brahman is auspicious, anything which is created also has to be auspicious. Anything after creation, whoever maintains that, Lord Vishnu maintains that, also has to be auspicious. And anything which is destroyed also has to be auspicious. Destruction is also auspicious. Death is also auspicious. People don't understand that because death gives you a chance to be born again. Of course, in Vedanta they say that you can reach the self, you can reach your own self. But if you sin until the time you don't reach yourself, you will be born in this creation again and again. Hence, Shankara says, Jagat Guru Shankara says, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janane Jatare Shayanam, Iha Samsare Bahudustare, Kripaya Pahe Pari Murare. Again birth, again death, again birth, again death. When are you ever going to listen to Murari? When are you ever going to reach Murari? Murari is that ultimate state of happiness. So since humans have been caught up in this world, you have to always connect to auspicious. It is satsang. Shakespeare says, a young boy went up to Shakespeare and says, please tell me my character. Shakespeare says, why do you want me to tell you your character? You should know your character. He said, no, you're such a wise man. I want you to tell me my character. I want you to tell me what my character is. To which the famous lines of Shakespeare, tell me your friends and I will tell you who you are. So you are known by the company you keep. Hence, of course, converse is not true. So you have to be connected to everything auspicious if you want to gain true happiness and ultimate happiness in this world. Therefore, Lord Brahma, whatever he creates, must be auspicious. Even evil is auspicious. You may think is evil. Of course, you may not be connected to that. But this world is an admixture of good and bad, tall and short, day and night, and whatever is maintained, whatever is created has to be maintained. Hence you find Lord Vishnu is the Lord of maintenance. Everything is maintained in this world beautifully. Vikram, whether you like it or not, how beautifully the rains come. What should be your prayer? Everything you should pray. Rains come, rains go, sun comes, sun goes. What is Gayatri Mantra? It is showing the greatest gratitude to this massive ball, gigantic ball who comes without which we'll be totally frozen. So Gayatri Mantra is just it's an acceptance of our smallness vis-a-vis a selfless job which the sun gives. See, do you know the clouds give the highest charity? Why? Because after it gives rain, it disintegrates. So after it giving something, it destroys itself. That is the highest charity because it gives rain and destroys itself. So we got to pray to that. So everything is maintained beautifully. Hence Lord Vishnu is known as the maintainer. And whatever is maintained, whatever is auspicious has to be destroyed, which is Lord Shiva. Hence it is auspicious. So Dattatreya was formed mythologically for humans to understand, for us to think that Poor people, people who are poor in thinking, when I say poor means poor in thinking, they can't understand God without a form. God is everywhere. You find it's all pervading. But since they cannot understand a God without a form, you have to put in a form. Hence, creation, maintenance, and destruction was put into one entity, which was, they had three faces, which is Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. It is for them to think, why three faces? It has, as I told you last time, which you also did not analyze, or not analyze, you didn't probably observe because you haven't seen it, it's not your fault. But it has four Dattatreya, always has four dogs. The four dogs symbolize the four Vedas: Rik, Sama, Yajur, and Atharvan. Dogs, because why are Vedas in the form of dogs? Because dogs are always faithful. They will always help you in dire situations. Hence, when you need guidance in life, Vedas are nothing but guidance in life. Therefore, the word Vedanta has come because the philosophy is in the end portion of the four Vedas. Hence, it's called Veda and Anta, because it is in the end. So four dogs represents the four Vedas, and a nice, beautiful, serene cow, because a cow shows a depiction of selflessness. So anyone selfless, a cow symbolizes a seeker. So only anyone selfless can come, and who's a true seeker can come to Dattatreya, use the four Vedas, understand the meaning of creation, maintenance, and destruction, and understand, go beyond all that and reach the ultimate Brahman. That is why 4th December, Dattatreya Jayanti, is supposed to be celebrated all over India, particularly in Maharashtra. But as I've told you before, everything in life is auspicious. But if you have something to do on that particular day, it's a great day. Please do it. Hari Om.